Good evening, LinkedIn fraternity, my students. Most of the students are freshers actually, so you are facing a tough time, but this tough time would be over. Fine. You must draw an inspiration out of me because because of my ailment, I got selected 6 times. Eventually, after that, I got rejected. So you can understand the pain and the people, those who say that rejection makes you strong. No, rejection makes you weak. If I'm honest and if I'm practical, then rejection makes you weak, but what actually it does, it gives you a lesson. Fine. So without further ado, let's dive into the topic that we are going to talk about, that what are the controllables, that means the factors which we can control during the time of getting a job in education sector, and the factors which are not under our control. Fine, we are going to discuss about this. Okay, and the session will be very precise, so please concentrate, because tomorrow, Smita actually, she's a very good student of mine, having what to say, stupendous content knowledge. We're going to give an interview, so in a high league day school of Calcutta. So for her, actually, I'm just preparing this. So the first thing, whenever I'm facing an interview, I'm telling you, the first thing you should remember, that you should be bereft of nervousness. You must not palpitate. Once you are nervous, once you start palpitating, then the total ambience gets skewed. And once the ambience gets skewed, then your employer will start taking the advantage of that. I have been seeing this ruckus for the past 10 years. Fine. No, I'm not targeting the employer. Most of the employer, you'll find, they are conducive, they're good, they are going to appease you. But some employers are there, those who are actually, freaky. They are going to take the advantage out of you if they want to take, in terms of financial appraisal, in terms of emotional appraisal, in terms of cognitive appeal. So first thing, you need to make sure that you are not nervous, you are not palpitating, and you are firm with strong attitude. This easily you can control. Second thing is that preparation. Now tomorrow, my student, or if you're going for chemistry ICC, then it's mandatory for you to know the syllabus, that what is there. Fine. It is absolutely fine for the employer to ask you about homologous series, because in ICC homologous series is there, but it is unfair for the employer to ask you, if you are appearing for CBSE class 10 chemistry, it is completely unfair for the employer to ask you about homologous series, because homologous series is not there. Now tomorrow, Smita, if you face some questions related to energy level diagram of electronic configuration, because in bonding we have studied Bose and Bury scheme of distribution of electron, right? But we haven't studied, what to say, we haven't studied an energy level diagram, which actually, that means depicts 1s2 2s2 2p6. Fine, it talks about shell. So if you are facing this type of question, when actually you're appointed as TGT chemistry, despite that, if you face this type of question, then it is not under your control. Then the total session, I can conclude, is skewed. Okay, so never ever lament for this type of neuropsychotic session. I'm giving one example. Just 2 months ago, I sat for an interview in a highly residential school. I'm not actually telling the place. Okay, but I sat for an interview, and they asked me to prepare, what to say, a PPT about chemical bonding, CIE. Now in CIE chemical bonding, coordinate or dative bond is not there. Fine, it is not there. So when that particular person of the management who holds a certain position over there asks me, out of what to say, out of lunacy, or out of whatever, you know let's not use those sweet words. So out of lunacy, with firmness, with nimbleness, I said it's not there in the syllabus. So ask me something which is there in the syllabus. So from where I gained the confidence? Because I sat for the interview. And when you are sitting for the interview, freshers, just remember one thing, that a day to come when you are going to get rejected, a day to come when you are going to perform, you are going to get selected. But never lose hope. Again, I'm telling, I am fighting with a deadly disease. Because of that, because of that, some of the highly residential schools, they have rejected me initially. But my perception is that if you are rejecting me, then you are actually losing our resources. So nothing is happening from my side. Of course I need a job, but at the end of the day, you are losing a human resource and you will be at loss. So this type of thought process I have made during this 1 year. So my case is entirely different. But yeah, in a nutshell, if I want to talk, that if you face certain questions which actually are not there in the syllabus, suppose tomorrow if you face a question related to energy level diagram, related to Niels Bohr theory, related to wormhole, related to what to say, photoelectric effect, remember that I'm talking about TGT chemistry Smita, okay? Then that is not under your control. Suppose I face that question and I straight away ask that person that please ask something which is there in the syllabus, and that person replied, "Sir, this type of question comes." I said, "I haven't seen. Since 2016 I have been teaching chemistry 0620 IGCSE. I haven't seen." In her way only I spoke. So from where actually I have derived arrogance? It's not arrogance, it's complete firmness. You can say to a certain extent, when you are teaching in you developed a kind of confidence. So I what you say arrogance, I say it the infusion of firmness and confidence. So be firm, be confident, and do not get nervous, do not palpitate. Be stupendous about your content knowledge and what is there in the content. That is the most important thing. What is there in the content? I know that if I consider the content knowledge of yours, it's fabulous, but please be specific about the syllabi. Okay, syllabi is a wrong word, syllabus. Okay, be specific about the syllabus. Okay, so yeah, that's all you have to do, and everything will be yours. Fine, best of luck. Thank you.